Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Welcome back to another installment of Monday Night Magic. In this installment I'm going to be taking a look at one of the pre-constructed Commander decks. This is one of the 2015 versions that came out, I think it was in November of last year. This one is Plunder the Graves, which is the black and green. I've only played Commander once, and I don't think with the cards that I have, I don't think I'll be able to put together a decent deck. But there is an event upcoming, at least at the time of this recording, where I've invited to go out and play around a Commander with a group of people. So I wanted to kind of have my own deck for this. I didn't want to keep using other people's. So I recently got a chance to pick this up. This is one of the only ones available. I know that there was a blue-green one, which I really kind of wish I could have gotten. But if not, black and green, I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I said, this is Plunder the Graves. So let's just have a look at the packaging and we'll see what comes in this. So apparently it contained 15 new cards at the time. I believe the Commander card is designed specifically for the Commander format. I think it was the same for all of the 2015 versions. So I don't know what it was like before that. I'm just like kind of new to Magic as a whole. But it comes with a 100 card deck, geared specifically for Commander, which is a format where I think you can only have one copy of any card in your deck, with the exception of basic lands. So on the back here, it just gives a preview of some of the cards on there. And then, of course, the marketing blurb, many can play and one will rise. Choose your Commander for this unique multiplayer Magic format. New cards offer new play options, and experience counters will make your Commander grow in power during the course of each game. Two-color decks allow for surprising synergies and opportunities to devastate your foes. I think the year before was all monocolor, with the Planeswalker, if I'm correct, just based off some of the videos that I've seen. So for this one they went back to the two-color decks. Under here it says, Plunder the Graves, Marin of Clan Nel Toth draws on the corpses of mighty creatures to serve as her minions. The more creatures die, the faster the fallen return to fight on her behalf, so she freely sacrificed the living to make room for the dead. And it gives just a list of the other decks here. And the contents is 100 card Commander deck, a foil oversized Commander card, 10 double-sided token cards, a deck storage box, a deck strategy insert, and a rules reference card. So what we'll do is we'll pop this open, have a look, and see what's inside. I think the deck includes a normal size Commander card. I'm not 100% on that, but I'll have a look and see. So we'll open this up, see what's inside. Alright, so we got our box popped open. Let's slide out the tray and see what we have here. Just discard that. Alright, so here we have the oversized foil Commander card with the actual card back on it. Now, let's see if I can get this out without damaging anything. There we go. So let's just have a closer look here. So this is the default Commander for the deck. I think there's other cards in there that you could use sort of as alternate Commanders, but this is the one that they kind of intend for you to use. So this is Marin of Clan Nel Toth, legendary creature, mythic, rare. Two colorless, a black and a green. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return it to the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in your hand. So it's a great way of getting cards back out of the graveyard, which is pretty cool. And here we have the deck box itself. I'm curious to see if it fits sleeves or not, but I'll check that out sort of at the end of the video. But it just slides off, and inside we have our 100 card deck, and this looks like our strategy insert. So I'll give this a read sort of off camera, but obviously must give you tips on how to use the deck, what some of the synergies are. So I'll be interested to see what that says. And then we've got our good old-fashioned rules reference card that I think I've got probably about 10 or 12 of at this point. So that's pretty cool, and it looks like that tray does slide out. So if it doesn't fit the sleeved cards, with this inside than it should if I take it out. But I don't know if the thickness will be good enough, but we'll see that sort of at the end of the video. If not, I mean, I've got other boxes that I can kind of carry the stuff in. It says Plunder the Graves, Commander. And here is the deck itself, so let's pop her open here. Now I think where this has a black deck, predominantly black I believe, I've got quite a few black mythics that I'm considering adding to it. I can't remember the names of all of them now, but I have Obnixilis I was considering adding. And there's another one which you discard your hand and you get to search your deck for 3 cards, and any 3 cards, and then you can put them in your hand. So that's among them. I know there's one of the Relentless Dead, I think is the name, but again, I don't know off the top of my head. But so I might make some changes before I actually get a chance to play it. But let's just have a look here. So here are our tokens. So we have the Germ token, and with the zombie on the back. Our experience token that you use, I guess you put your counters on that, so that's just the card that you put your counters on, and that's the same on both sides. Then we've got elephant, 3 of those, 4 spiders, and another zombie one here, and then we just flip them all over. So we got 1, 2, 3 wolves, sapperling, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and another zombie. So that's pretty cool. Alright, as for our 100 cards, I'm not going to go through and read each of the abilities. If you're interested, you can pause and have a look. But we have here the Sakura, and I'm probably going to say a lot of these wrong, so please bear with me. But the Sakura Tribe Elder, Satyr Wayfinder, Viridian Emissary, Wall of Blossoms, Korozda Guildmage, Blood Baron, Phyrexian Rager, Skullwinder, Wood Elves, Eternal Witness, pretty cool card, I like that one, Corpse Augur, Shriekmaw, Indrix Stomphowler, Banshee of the Dread Choir, Acidic Slime, Great Oak Guardian, Thief of Blood, Caller of the Pack, Skull Clamp, Soul Ring, Golgari Signet, Lightning Greaves, Thought Vessel, Diabolic Servitude, Altar's Reap, Tribute to the Wild, Golgari Charm, Grisly Salvage, Putrefy, Mulch, and okay, so we do have the regular size Commander card as well, so probably leave the oversized one at home, but this one here, just the regular size, which is pretty cool. I was pretty sure to begin with that they had the regular sized one, but at the same time I'm glad that that's there. So it's Mythic, Marazek Kroll Death Priest, which I think is another alternate commander that I think I saw somebody that bought this. They use that, I believe, as one of the commanders. I think you can use this one as well. Gerard Golgari Lichlord, Champion of Stray Souls. So that's what, 3, 4 Eldrazi monuments. So 5 mythic rares that come with the set. That's pretty cool. Centaur Vine Crasher, Bloodspore Thernix, Pathbreaker Ibex, Scourge of Nultoth, Wretched Confluence, Dread Summons, Viridian Zealot, Lotleth Troll, Kessig Cage Breakers, quite a few rares too, Phyrexian Plague Lord, let's see, Michaeloth, Vulturous Zombie, Cloud Thresher, Butcher of Malakar, Eater of Hope, Trestodon, Verdant Force, Bone Horde, Sever the Bloodline, Overwhelming Stampede, and might be getting into our lands here, perhaps. Grim Backwoods, High Market. Oh no, I guess we're not done yet. Extractor Demon, and into Victimize, Primal Growth, Ambition's Cost, Barter and Blood, Rise from the Grave, Spider Spawning, and so Swamps, and then Forests. So just a bunch of your basic lands. Vivid Grove, Vivid Marsh, Command Tower, which I believe is made specifically for Commander decks, Evolving Wilds, Golgari Guildgate, Golgari Rot Farm, Jungle Hollow, Polluted Mire, Slippery Karst, Tainted Wood, and Terramorphic Expanse. So those are the cards that come in the deck itself. Actually, kind of surprised by the amount of rares and mythics that were in the deck. So let's just see if I can get back to. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 cards are actually considered rare as far as a rarity goes. So that's not bad. It's almost a quarter of the deck itself. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mythics that come with the deck by default. So I consider it to be a pretty good mix of cards. I know that they're not like the super high valuable, $30, $40 cards or anything, but it's still pretty cool to get a pre-constructed thing like this, and just to have the amount of mythics and rares in it, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm probably going to tinker with it a little bit and add a few cards to it, see how that goes. The last thing I just want to have a look and see is if this box will actually hold the sleeve cards. So we'll have sleeve these up, and I'll come back and see what the verdict is. Alright, so after getting everything sleeved up, unfortunately the box doesn't quite fit them the way I was hoping. I thought, looking at it, obviously this plastic tray wouldn't even have the cards laying normally. I thought that maybe it looked like it was wide enough that you could fit the 2 stacks of cards, 50 each, but unfortunately the box just doesn't hold the sleeved cards, and it's just with the sleeves on, they're just way too thick to get the entire deck in, unfortunately. So it's not quite gonna work as well as I would have liked. See, it kind of comes up over, and they're still 20 cards to go. So, you know, unfortunately the box doesn't quite fit the sleeve cards, which I think is one of the minor issues that I've kind of had with a lot of the Magic the Gathering products. Anything that comes with the deck box, for example, just never seems to fit sleeved cards. It also would have been nice for something like this to include the sleeves with it. Unfortunately, I had to get normally the sleeves that I use are either black or green, but the store that I went to was out of those, or they only had the one thing of black sleeves, which I needed to finish some other decks that I already had. So I had to go with the red, but it would have been nice for Wizards of the Coast to have released the actual sleeves with the package. You know, it's being around $50 Canadian. It's kind of expensive. It would have been nice, like I said, just to have that included. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and the deck box also doesn't work the way that I would have liked. But if it's the only consolation I can really take out of this, like I said, I got plenty of other things, you know, like the fat packs or the deck builders toolkit boxes. So you know, carting these things around is not going to be that big of an issue. Also, my package of 100 sleeves. So these are the sleeves that I got, just the Ultra Pro, just the Pro Matte sleeves here. It says there was 100. There were actually 102, so I've got a couple of extra sleeves out of the deal, so that's not too bad. This one is sleeved in black, but I swapped that out with one of the other rares that I had sleeved up. So anyway, I'm looking forward to playing this deck. I'll go through, kind of read through all the cards in detail, see what the combos and what the synergies are, and hopefully not lose horribly in every single game of Commander that I play. But it's a fun format. I played it once before and enjoyed it, even though I didn't do too great. So see how it goes. But I wanted to just show this off, and looking forward to the 2016 versions when they come out. I think they typically come out in November, so it's still going to be a little ways away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, I hope let me know if you've had any experience with Commander, what you think of the pre-made decks, if there's any upgrades that you can suggest. Most of my cards are from Innistrad, with some Oath of the Gatewatch, Battle for Zendikar, and some Khans of Tarkir. Beyond that, I don't really have a lot of stuff to draw on, but if there's anything that you can think of from some of those sets that might be a good substitute, you know, please let me know, and we'll see how things go in the future. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.